Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, iRacing fans from around the world, you hear me say it every Friday night, TGIF, NF. Thank goodness it's Friday, Friday Night Flights. Alrighty, this is week 7, race 7 in our Friday Night Flight series. We sit out here at Charlotte Speedway. I am Scott Kolovic, and this is KMA TV. But I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, what a week we have had out here at Charlotte. We were out here on Monday running the Xfinity class, and the boys ran only 2 cautions. They came back on Tuesday night, and the trucks ran 1 caution. So could tonight be the night we get that caution-free race? All right, ladies, out of Concord, USA, this 1.45-mile track. Great weather out here, 65 degrees, mostly cloudy. A night race. At the end of the race, we're going to be hearing some fireworks popping off in that distance. A lot of great drivers out here representing tonight at Charlotte. We have got the guys out here from Dark Horse Racing, the guys from KMA Racing. We have got gentlemen from Max Velocity, Freeman Kelly racing for PAD, Southeast Motorsports out here tonight. But I tell you what, these are the big boy toys. These are the Gen 6s, the most powerful vehicles that iRacing has to offer. The big boy stuff. They've been out here practicing for the last hour, and it was an interesting practice, to say the least. A lot of tweaks, a lot of twicks, and a lot of tweets being made to these Gen 6s. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that qualifying field is lining up as we speak. Sitting out there on that very front line, we have got Donald Stewart leading us off tonight with 26.069. Blake Heather in second with a 26.111. Howard Bell sitting back in third with a 26.177. John Bunton in fourth with a 26.191. And rounding out our top 5 for Southeast Motorsports, Nick Reynolds with a 26.193. Sixth place belonging to Dalton Collins. Seventh place, Mitchell Reeves. Rodney Harris sitting back in 8th position tonight. Position 9, Travis Browder. A little bit surprising right there for Travis Browder. George Stratton, representing Dark Horse, sitting back in position 10. Wesley Whitfield with Southeast. Side by side with the host with the most, my good friend Greg McClendon in the number 40. Abe Bowden, position 13. Jack Watts, position 14. Lee Staples, 15th. Ronald Klein with RTK sitting back in 16th position. Bruce Carbarall, Brad Ream, 17th and 18th. And 19th and 20 belonging to Brandon Jenkins and Colin Bauer. 21st, Freeman Kelly. Sean W. Brown sitting back there in position 22. Position 23 and 24, Dave Casey with Kickin' Asphalt. And William Van Diver of Dark Horse, positions 23 and 24. Positions 25, Paul Pellizer. John Henderson, Kevin Scott Nelson, 27th and 28th. Joel Guy and Lee Ryerson, 29th and 30th. And Danny Rudy sitting back there in the rear of the field. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a little surprised that Travis Browder didn't get up there to that pole position. I'm thinking Travis Browder may have actually laid back a little bit out here tonight, but that will put the number 78, Donald Stewart, side by side with the number 13 of Blake Heather. All right, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready to kick off 100 laps out here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Starts and restarts done on leader's discretion. No advancing your position before that start-finish line. No 3 wide until that backstretch. Got to be on your toes. And again, a reminder, Monday night, 2 cautions. Tuesday night, 1 caution. Boogity, 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 boys. Let's get her done tonight. Caution free, and away we go. Donald Stewart out there on that front line in loving memory of Everett Stewart. A lot of responsibility on Donald Stewart tonight, trying to make Papa Stewart proud. Donald Stewart, a veteran driver within KMA Racing. Doing a great job out here tonight, showing these boys how to get her done. The race is on, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 1 of 199 to go. But I tell you what, 99 laps, caution-free, is not going to take very long at all. Drivers are going to be running about 28-second laps out here. Shouldn't take them long to get this race done tonight at all, assuming that they do go caution-free. Right now, Donald Stewart out there on that front line. Sitting back in second position is Howard Bell. Howard Bell running for a dark horse, looking at the number 10 of Nick Reynolds. Nick Reynolds with Southeast Motorsports. Blake Heather dropping from second down to fourth place position early on. Mitchell Reeves, position 5. A lot of expectations out here for Mitchell Reeves. Mitchell Reeves being a real-life racer. Bringing real-life experience out here to tonight's track. Very good start, ladies and gentlemen. Side-by-side action with Nick Reynolds. Tapping onto the side of the number 88. Whoa. Well, that could have been ugly. Awful early to be racing that hard, that fast. Only 5 in, 95 to go. Nick Reynolds getting back to slow and steady, easily working his way around the number 88, being able to hold it as the number 88 of Howard Bell, dropping to third position, being challenged by the number 13 of Blake Heather. Mitchell Reeves still hot on the heels. Blake Heather, number 88. Howard Bell, side by side. Howard Bell losing that spot on lap 6 of 100 to the number 13. Donald Stewart out in first place. Straight line formation beginning to form very early here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Want to give a big shout out to our sponsor of our Friday night series, Blaze Pizza. Big shout out there to Greg McClendon. If you have not had a Blaze Pizza, ladies and gentlemen, do you live on planet Earth? Blaze Pizza offering what those other pizza guys cannot offer. Looking at the number 40 of Blaze Pizza's very own Greg McClendon right now in position 10, burning up this track just like they fire grill those great pizzas. Big shout out there to Blaze Pizza and Greg McClendon. Behind Greg McClendon, good race between Wesley Whitfield, Abe Bowden. Abe Bowden in the number 74. Well, what else could you top off a great pizza for except with some Skittles? Number 74 of Abe Bowden in the Skittlemobile Camry, racing side by side with the Chevy, being driven by Southeast's very own Wesley Whitfield. Abe Bowden, we had talked to Abe Bowden on Tuesday about tire wear. Abe Bowden on Tuesday actually was up there in position 1, dropped back to position 5 or 6, and do believe he ended up scoring a top 5. Falling a little bit short. Side-by-side action with 75 and 74. 1 degree of separation between the 75 and the 74 on lap 10 of 100. Big pass by the number 75. Dropping back to George Stratton in the number 24. Getting it on with Jack Watts, Southeast very own number 77, Jack Watts. Abe Bowden falling down several positions beyond that low line. Number 23 apparently in a little bit of a jam right there. Not sure what's happening with the number 23. John Henderson back up onto that track. Looked like he was well below pace speed. Sitting back in 29th position, 1 lap down. Brad Ream, 1 lap down as well. Not quite sure what has happened to either driver. 3 wide action right there, looking very sharp. Big action out here tonight at Charlotte. I tell you what, they are racing this up a lot more than they raced it up here on Monday or Tuesday, but doing a superb job. Caution is out. Taking a look at the number 13 of Blake Heather. Getting a little bit wiggly squiggly onto the number 61 of Brad Ream. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that does not show Jack. Not that we're looking for Jack. Jack's doing well. All right, 13, 16, 61. You know, I do not know. All right, number 13 up onto the rear end of the number 61. Little bit of a bump and a bumper hook. Ladies and gentlemen, that's racing right there. Cannot blame the number 13. Cannot blame the number 61. But the bumper hook bringing out that first caution of the night on lap 14 of 100. Blake Heather getting knocked around, socked around, and tossed around underneath first caution of the night. Pretty sure Blake Heather is a little dazed and confused. Getting back up to our race leaders. I do believe it'll be a good time for our leaders to pit. 15 laps in on a 36-lap fuel run. I am guesstimating I'd be heading off into pit row underneath our first caution of the night in the Friday Night Flight Charlotte Motor Speedway Week 7, Race 7. Drivers having to check up to let pace car catch back up. 1 caution, 0 lead changes. Pretty sure everybody's going to be heading into pit row as Brad Ream. Well, gee, I was wrong. Not everybody heading down that pit row situation. Very interesting. Mitchell Reeves opting to stay out onto that track. Now, I tell you what, I love talking to certain drivers. And one of those drivers that I know that our fans really enjoy getting the knowledge that this driver can offer up with his real-life track experience. How about it, Mitchell? All righty, Charlotte, now we're still in good shape. Monday, you know, we only had 2 cautions. Tuesday, we had 1 caution. But these are the big bad boy toys. What are your expectations out for tonight?
Really, I think it's going to be, first off, if you're going to get a long run. If you have a long run set up here, I believe you're going to win the race. I'll go ahead and say it right now. Donald Stewart is a fast man. If anybody can touch him, it might be Dalton. I see my buddy Nick Reynolds up there, but Donald Stewart really has got a fine piece under him. But really, it's just going to be about kind of hitting your mark. So kind of going back to Indianapolis, just running the same line, being consistent, and trying to save that right front. It's going to be really easy to get really tight here on exit and really burn up the tires. I got a bad feeling my setup's kind of in that range where it's just a little too tight, and I got a feeling I'm really going to have to work the steering wheel to try to keep it out of the wall, which is going to really affect me going into the long run. But whoever's got the long run setup here, I feel like KMA could really have a caution-free racer once we get spread out. So it's going to be interesting to see who develops here at the end and who can pull out the victory here.
All right, real quick, explain a little bit of the terminology. You used the word tight. Now, what's it like when the car is tight?
Really, what it is, Scott, is when you're tight, you try to turn it into a turn, and you're trying to, as you start moving up the track, you start to put more wheel in it, but it never reacts. Where the more you turn, you would expect, just like in your daily driver, it would turn more. But in this situation, when your car is tight, you actually try to put more wheel into it, and it just never comes around, and you end up just pushing up into the wall or up the track. So that's really one of the issues, and it's all about trying to stay neutral. But it's just one of those tracks, and it's a fast track. But I think somebody's going to end up pulling it out here tonight, Scott.
All right, good luck to you, Mr. Reeves, representing Southeast Motorsports.
Southeast out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of an information packet right there brought to you by Mitchell Reeves, Southeast Motorsports. Mitchell Reeves in position 7, getting ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. Pace car is in. Looking off the rear end of Mitchell Reeves, and away we go back to Green Flag Racing at Charlotte Motor Speedway, Week 7, Race 7, TGIF NF. Dalton Collins, Nick Reynolds, Travis Browder, Donald Stewart, Mitchell Reeves, our top 5 drivers. Donald Stewart in the number 78, up high in that red and white Boston Red Sox. Mitchell Reeves, 02 Southeast Motorsports, all over the rear end of the number 18 of Travis Browder. Travis Browder representing Max Velocity in the Toyota. Well, if it's Travis, we got a Toyota. Hey, a big shout out there on that KMA TV chat. Second caution is out. Taking a look at the number 14 of Colin Bauer. Contact made between the number 14 and the number 98. Side by side, hard racing right there, ladies and gentlemen. Not sure which driver. I don't see any driver at fault right there. We're going to back it up one more time, taking a look at it from that side by side action of TV1. And what do we see? I see the number 14 racing pretty hard against the number 98. All righty, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call that a no-fault situation. Back-to-back cautions here early on lap 20. Number 95, well below pace, trying to find his spot in line. They will put Nick Reynolds, Donald Stewart, Travis Browder up in there in that positions 1, 2, and 3. Well, I'd say what? That is perfectly all right. We're going to get a chat in with Donald Stewart. Donald Stewart actually given a few compliments by Mitchell Reeves. How about it, Donald?
Hey, how you doing, nice Scott?
Doing good. Having a good time up here. Now, I was just talking to Mitchell Reeves underneath that first caution, and he said Donald Stewart is fast, fast, fast. What do you got to say about that?
I got a short run cars under me tonight. I wasn't too sure about long runs this tonight, being Gen 6, Charlotte, and everything. So I set my car up for short runs. So if we have a long run, they'll probably eat me up, Scott.
All righty, now we just had some back-to-back cautions, and what do you think that's about?
I think it's just everybody's ready to go and just not taking time. Just being a little impatient.
All righty, and tell us real quick about Everett and the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, it was my dad. He was a big fan of the Red Sox. Watched every game, and baseball season's here, and Red Sox are doing good. So John Hendrick of Over the Top Paints and Design painted me up a Boston Red Sox car and memory of my dad.
Alrighty, in loving memory of Everett Smith. Alrighty, good luck to you, Donald. Good luck to you, Everett. I'm sure he's riding shotgun with you.
Thank you, Scott.
Big shout out there to Donald Stewart. Underneath our second caution of the night, Dalton Collins out there on that front line in the Rust Easy bumper ointment. Nick Reynolds in second position. Donald Stewart, Travis Browder, and Mitchell Reeves. Howard Bell, Greg McClendon, Jack Watts, Rodney Harris, and Abe Bowden rounding out our top 10. Checking in with our sponsor of the night, Greg McClendon. Right now sitting in sixth position, getting ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. Blaze Pizza in the number 40 Chevy SS. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to put you in the gyro cam on this restart. A lot of responsibility out here. A lot of checking up, a lot of getting into it, a lot of getting out of it, a lot of racing terminology. Here, Greg McClendon popped that Toyota down into second gear onto the tail end of Mitchell Reeves. This will be our second restart of the night. We've had a start, caution and restart, caution and restart. Back to back. We've already had 2 cautions out here tonight. Greg McClendon shifting up through those gears. Taking his time in no big hurry. A lot of activity up front. Greg McClendon in 6th position. Onto the rear end of Travis Browder. Watching the red and white Boston Red Sox up high in front. Taking a liking to that outside lane. It's a matter of which lane do you love here, ladies and gentlemen. Huge field out here tonight for the ending of Week 7 at Charlotte. Next week, we're going to be sitting back going to Las Vegas. Vegas, baby. It's going to be a great night. Great opening night out there on Monday. Opening up at Vegas. Nick Reynolds out there in front being chased down by Dalton Collins and Donald Stewart. Donald Stewart with a fast lap of a 26.274. Last lap of 26.714. Doing a great job getting run on that number 95. 95 side by side with the number 10 of Nick Reynolds. 95 Dalton Collins backing it back out. He's got that inside door. He's got his nose in that door. Got his foot in that handle. Donald Stewart all over the rear end of the number 95. .2 of a second, the only separation between Donald Stewart and our race leader of Nick Reynolds. Looking back at 4th position, a stone's throw back, Mitchell Reeves, Travis Browder battling out for 4th and 5th with Greg McClendon tight in tow. Travis Browder in the number 18 looking very sharp out there. Travis Browder, a huge Kyle Busch fan. Greg McClendon sitting in position 6. Howard Bell, Dark Horse. Dark Horse with Greg McClendon and Howard Bell, as well as Bruce George, John, Rodney, and William. Rodney sitting back in position 8 on lap 30. Position 9 belonging to Abe Bowden. Abe Bowden racing it up with Jack Watson, the number 77, and Freeman Kelly in the number 21 and the number 31 of Paul Pellizier. Paul Pellizier with Kicking Asphalt. Gotta love the paint jobs out there, ladies and gentlemen. Taking a look at the pad logo on the rear end of the number 77, Southeast Motorsports, Jack Watts, black lightning bolts, and a pad logo side by side with the number 21 of Freeman Kelly. Don't forget about our Race for Pad coming up on this Sunday. Once a month, the first Sunday of the month, we do our monthly Race for Pad. People Against Distracted Driving, 100 laps of Talladega in the trucks. This Sunday, Race for Pad. Jack Watts, 4.5 seconds off of that race leader. Losing a little bit there too, Paul Pellizier and Ronald Klein. Jumping back to Ronald Klein with RTK Motorsports and Lee Staples. Lee Staples in the number 64. Wesley Whitfield in the number 75. Lee Staples representing Black Talon Racing. Looking like he's got a little bit of damage there on that left side of the Masterworks Residential Legacy number 64. Number 75 of Wesley Whitfield out here representing Southeast Motorsports. In 16th position and 17th position, we have the number 24, George Stratton in the Napa Know-How with Dark Horse Racing. Sean Brown in the number 65. Crossed up. Nice little paint job there by Sean W. Brown. Dave Casey in the number 20, DeWalt Toyota, representing with Paul Pellizier kicking asphalt. Dave Casey is 7.8 seconds off of our race leader, coming up to the rear end of the number 75 of Wesley Whitfield. Sean W. Brown watching his rear view mirror. Kevin Scott Nelson, 8.7 back in the number 224, University of Michigan. John Bunton in the number 5, Toyota Denver Mattress, representing Dark Horse. Caution is out. Taking a look at the spin on possibly Mitchell Reeves, Greg McClendon. Oh, there it is. There it is, folks. There it is. Taking a look at Mitchell Reeves, 0-2, up into the wall, and Greg McClendon swerves. Alrighty, so we got two factors right here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at that through the TV2 camera. All right, so what we have happening here, ladies and gentlemen, is the number 40 of Greg McClendon seeing the number 2 of Mitchell Reeves pop that wall over judged it, goes into a spin, smacks up on the number 2. So I don't know, folks. I'd say I do not know. One car hits the wall, another car overreacted, and wham bam, thank you ma'am, underneath our third caution of the night as Dalton Collins will lead us off into pit row, followed by Travis Browder, Donald Stewart, Nick Reynolds, and Howard Bell. Third caution of the night. Race off of pit row. Travis Browder, bound and determined to get on out there. That'll put John Henderson lining up there on that front line. Don't know much about John Henderson, but I tell you what, we're going to get very well acquainted with John Henderson. John Henderson is going to tell us all about John Henderson. How about it, John Henderson?
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, sir? Oh, not hearing you, sir. No, sir. Let's give it one more try. This is Scott up in the booth. John, have you got a copy?
How about you now? You got the copy?
I do, John. How are you doing?
I'm good.
All righty. Don't know much about John Henderson. Tell the fans all about John Henderson.
Well, I've been racing since 1992. Took about 25 years off. My dream, get back into racing, having a good time. Been racing ASRX, but now I'm coming to iRacing, and it's a lot different, so I'm trying to learn the tracks.
All righty. Well, we're glad that you signed up here for KMA. Now, already 3 cautions. Now, on Monday we had 2. On Tuesday we had 1. Tonight we're at 3 already, not even to the halfway point. Do you think it's the car? I mean, it's not the track. Do you think the Gen 6s, the Cup cars, the big boy toys, are they giving people grief?
You know, I think that a lot of it is, in compared to other racing, it's real close and it's tight. Cars are getting tight off the corner and causing some headaches.
All right, we have heard the word tight before. All righty, tell us a little bit about any sponsors or teammates.
Well, I don't have any sponsors. I just want to thank you guys for having me, and I'm just here to have a good time.
All righty, good luck to you, John Henderson.
Thank you, sir.
All righty, also a big shout out there to our fans. Love it when the fans out there communicate. Brandon Harder asking what time is the race Sunday. Same bat time, same bat place. The broadcast will go live at 8 Central. If you're interested in racing in the pad race, the room will open up at 7 o'clock, allowing for 1 hour of practice. But the KMA TV broadcast will go live at 8 o'clock Central, 9 o'clock Eastern. Getting ready to take our next restart of the night. Already 3 cautions, 6 lead changes. Drivers maybe getting taken to town tonight with the big boy toy. These cameras, these Fusions, these Chevy SS's. Travis Browder finally making his way up there on that start line. Now, you know how Travis works. Once Travis is up there, he's there to stay. Simple as that. Travis Browder making me want to go grab me a bag of M&Ms. I'll tell you what. Pace car is in. Travis Browder side by side with Dalton Collins. Travis Browder out there in the front line on the number 18 Camry, not going to let it go out here tonight. In a very good spot. We're nearing the halfway point. Going to jump in car camera with Rodney Harris. Rodney Harris sitting back in 5th position. Rodney Harris in the lucky number 8. Coming around, Nick Reynolds on that inside lane, side by side with Nick Reynolds. Can't get her down. Nick Reynolds taking advantage of that outside lane. Now here is Charlotte, inside lane, outside lane. Yeah, it does matter, ladies and gentlemen, as the number 88 of Howard Bell comes around. Rodney Harris, that door is open. Number 88 closing down that door one more time. Checking in with my good friend Abe Bowden. Abe Bowden sitting back here in 7th position. Abe Bowden, notoriously known for saving tires, making good decisions out there. Drivers starting to spread out near the halfway point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up here on that front line, Dalton Collins, Travis Browder, Donald Stewart, Howard Bell, Rodney Harris. Rodney Harris being 6th, Howard Bell being 5th. Caution is out. Gonna back that up to the number 78. Looking like contact there between the number 10 and the number 78. We're gonna look at this very carefully. Wow, I don't know. I just do not know. Let's take a look at it from one more camera angle. Oh, Donald Stewart may have possibly invaded the line of Nick Reynolds. I'm not sure. I hate to say it. I don't like being a racing deal, ladies and gentlemen. But we did definitely see, that rule about two objects cannot occupy the same line. Contact between Nick Reynolds and Donald Stewart on lap 50 of 100. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, at the halfway point, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll see you back here in about 60. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, underneath our fourth caution of the night, as the number 40 of Greg McClendon does indeed get his wave by. Well, what a lucky dog. Going to give us a real quick chance to talk to Greg McClendon. How about it, Greg, if you get a copy?
Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
All right, we are on very limited time here, but talk to us real quick about Blaze Pizza and your relationship with KMA on a Friday night.
Well, I started sponsoring this series on Friday nights, and it's basically an idea that was born of Rick and Lise Wetzel. It's a Subway or Chipotle of pizza making. You basically come in and you make your own pizza, and we fast fire it for you in 180 seconds, and you can't go wrong with it. You'll love it. You need to give it a try.
All righty, and how's Charlotte treating you tonight?
Well, I'm having a little work to do just because of the cautions, but Gary, go back to green here.
All right, good luck to you.
Thanks a lot, Scott.
Greg McClendon with KMA Racing. Pace car is in, and away we go up there in the front with Dalton Collins, Travis Browder, Abe Bowden back up to third position. Number 8, Rodney Harris into fourth position. Paul Pellizier sitting back in fifth, side by side with Lee Staples, the number 76 of Ronald Klein, and the number 5 of John Bunton. Gotta love how these engines sound out here tonight at Charlotte. Lap 55 of 100. 4 cautions totaling out 15 laps, 7 lead changes. Ronald Klein in the number 76 in 7th position, all over the rear end of Lee Staples, side by side with Lee Staples. Try to make that inside run against Lee Staples. Side by side action, 76 and 64. Ron with a big run against Lee Staples. Lee Staples trapped on that outside as the number 5 of John Bunton. Gonna trap Lee Staples up there one more time. Lee Staples fighting back, but he's got George Stratton and the Napa know-how hot on his tail. Ronald Klein putting on a good show tonight out here at Charlotte. Paul Pellizier sitting in position 5. Paul Pellizier, our local mechanic for the night, doing a great job out here. So far, so good. Being very safe. Straight line formation. Every driver waiting for that driver to open up that door. Number 5, John Bunton, side by side with Ronald Klein for position 5. Checking in with our race leader, Dalton Collins, racing hard against Travis Browder and the number 74 of Abe Bowden. Abe Bowden just a stone's throw away, sitting back at .117. Actually, .62. Travis Browder at .117. Number 74 of Abe Bowden looking very good out here tonight. Rodney Harris sitting back in 4th position. At lap 60, ladies and gentlemen, go on and type up into that KMA Broadcasting TV chat who you think is going to win tonight. Going to flash that running order for you very quickly. Dalton Collins, Travis Browder, Abe Bowden, our top 3. 22 drivers still on this lead lap. Travis giving Dalton a quick run for his money on lap 62 of 100. 4 cautions tonight. The Big Boy Toys providing a challenge. Travis Browder all over the rear end of the number 95 of Dalton Collins. Dalton and Travis with a 1.1 second lead over Abe Bowden. Abe Bowden, though, went in-car camera with Abe Bowden, not that far away. Rodney Harris staring up the rear end of the Skittlemobile, Abe Bowden. Very impressed with Abe Bowden tonight. Whoa, a little bit of a rocking and a rolling there from Rodney Harris. Jumping back to John Bunton, trying to chase down Paul Pellizier in the number 31. Paul Pellizier in 5th place, John Bunton in 6th, George Stratton sitting back in 7th position. Ronald Klein, 4.9 back. Lee Staples, 5.3. Freeman Kelly doing a great job. Position 10. Caution is out. Looked like that might have been a big one. Number 13. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold your horsies and your grannies. Taking a look at the number 88. Ooh, wow. You know, we're going to back that up one more time. Get a good look at that on blimp mode because, you know, the 88, that had to be a mechanical failure. Just the 88 cutting down. All right, watch the yellow and the red. Watch the yellow and the red. He's doing good. He's doing good. And the left-hand turn there into the number 13. That had to be mechanical failure, ladies and gentlemen. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. Had to be mechanical failure. Could look at that one more time. Maybe we can get Howard up on the line and see exactly what went wrong. Now, Howard Bell did qualify out here in 2nd place tonight. Let's see if we can raise Howard on the horn. How about it, Howard? Have you got a copy, sir? Howard Bell, have you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, sir. How are you doing?
Well, I was doing pretty good till I spun it out there.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you, sir. It looked up here in the booth a bit of a mechanical failure because you just kind of cut there to the left. What happened in there?
I just got loose on the high side.
All righty. Well, talk to us a little bit about Dark Horse Racing. You got a lot of guys in here tonight.
Yeah, we got some good players. We got some good teammates. And they enjoy racing this league.
All right, and is Greg the boss? You know, I know he is our sponsor.
Do what? Somebody was talking there.
No, that's all right. Now, Greg is our sponsor, but is he also the boss?
Oh, yeah, Greg's the boss. He's the one that recruited us all.
All righty. Any sponsors out here tonight?
No,
All right, well,
yeah.
good.
Yeah, Greg's the boss, man.
All right, well, good luck to you, Howard Bell.
Well, thank you.
Howard Bell with Dark Horse Racing. Talking about he just got loose. Well, you know what? It happens, ladies and gentlemen. We all get loose. Looking at Dalton Collins, our race leader. Haven't yet talked to Dalton. How about it, Dalton? Have you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All righty. 38 laps you've led, sir. Seems to me you know what you're doing out here. Talk to us about Charlotte.
It's pretty fun. The car's handling pretty good. One of my favorite, probably one of my favorite, if not my most favorite mile and a half. But yeah, I mean, race going pretty good. Having a lot of fun racing with these guys. Got rocking a new scheme here, Lightning McQueen. I'm a big, huge fan of Lightning McQueen. I know that new Cars movie came out.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to go see it, but yeah, I'm having a lot of fun in the KMA series, and I think it's my second start this year, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, having a lot of fun, just wanting to close this thing out.
All right, well, we are looking at the Rust-eze bumper ointment rear end. And you got a fan out there on the KMA TV chat, so good luck to you, sir. You are being watched by a very special lady rooting you on.
Oh, awesome. Well, I'll have to run that by my girlfriend. She wants to give me a call, let me know. But
all right.
But yeah, thank you for whoever's rooting me on, but yeah, I'll try to close this thing out for you.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
All righty, Rust-eze. Big shout out there to Becky Whitmer picking Dalton Collins out here for the win. Brandon Harder giving a big shout out there to Browder. Simple as that. Browder. He's got the Browder. I like the sound of that. Browder. Well, I tell you what, I would not count out the Skittlemobile. Now, for every driver that went into pit road, they're good to go on fuel. Still looking for a green flag fuel stop, but I don't think we're going to see them. If they pitted, they're good on fuel. We are at lap 70 of 130 to go. And away goes at number 95, Browder, down in front of Abe Bowden in that Skittlemobile. Caramel M&M's in front of Skittles. I'm not sure that's a good combination, ladies and gentlemen. Can't imagine eating an M&M and then chasing it down by a Skittle. Nonetheless, looking very good out there. Abe Bowden in the Skittlemobile. Trying to work his way up there to the rear end of Travis Browder. Nice view of the rear end of the number 74, provided by Rodney Harris. Going to work our way back through this field, get a good look at some rear end shots. Looking at the rear end of the number 5, John Bunton from the nose of Paul Pellizier. Gary Whitmer Sr. giving a big shout out there to the Skittlemobile. Alrighty, so we've got Brandon rooting on Browder, Becky rooting on Dalton, Gary rooting on the number 74 side-by-side action. Number 8 up high. Number 8 lap traffic. Big run by Paul around the number 5. Number 5 up into that wall. Didn't make contact, but was just enough to slow down the number 5. Number 31, Paul Pellizier, making his way to 4th position. Good racing between John Bunton and Paul Pellizier. Almost looking like a reverse scheme right there. All we're seeing is orange and black, showing their support for Blaze Pizza, driving the orange and black. Coming around the number 61 of Brad Ream. Brad Ream, first driver, 1 lap down. Brad Ream in the Hornet's Nest, 64, 65, 125. Lee Ryerson trying to make something happen. Big shout out there to Lee Ryerson. Lap 77 of 100. 5 cautions out here tonight. Been a bit of a rough race. Number 98 of Bruce Cabral, representing Dark Horse Racing, racing against Kevin Scott Nelson. And the number 56 of William Van Diver coming up hard on the number 61 of Brad Ream. Brad Ream giving the clearance needed. David Casia in position 17, tight in tow, along with the number 23 of John Henderson. Checking up in with our race leaders. Got a hell of a show up here between Dalton and Travis. Dalton and Travis with a 2.5 second lead off of Abe Bowden. I don't know, guys. 95-18 getting her done tonight. Right now, as it looks, Travis Browder giving a big run onto Dalton Collins with 21 laps to go. Abe Bowden sitting at 2.9 back. Paul Pellizer at 3.3. John Bunton at 3.8 back. Caution is out. Taking a look at the number 23. Oh, no, right there. Right there. Okay, a little bit of contact there. We're going to take one more look at that as Greg McClendon. Let's see what happened. Let's see. Oh, owzy, owzy, wowzy. All right, let's get into the car camera of the number 40. We're going to take a ride shotgun. Let's see what happened. Ow! All right, backing it up one more time to chopper view. It does appear that the number 40 got just a little bit happy with the rear end of the number 23. A little bit of a rear end collision, bump and bang, and around and round and round. Well, hello and how are you doing? Right there for the number 40. All right, unfortunately, that one I can call. It does appear that the number 40 got into the rear end of dear Mr. Henderson, bringing out our 6th caution of the night. And that'll put Abe Bowden sitting back there in 4th position. Blake Heather out there on that KMA TV chat. Well, how about it, Blake? Have you got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here, Scott. Yep.
All righty, sir. I'm assuming that your night is over.
Yeah, just bad events tonight.
All righty. Well, I tell you what, you know, we keep it nice and friendly, but I'm going to keep you up here in the booth for a few minutes to keep me company, if you don't mind.
Sure, I can keep you.
All righty. So you were down there on that track. Now tonight we're obviously running a little bit heavier on the cautions than we did Monday or Tuesday. Do you think it's because it's the 3rd Charlotte race? Do you think it's because it's an open set? Do you think it's because it's the big boy cars?
I'd have to boil it down to the big boy cars. You'll be nice and snug. It'll kind of feel like your Xfinity Truck Series for the first 5 or so laps, and after that, my car at least started kind of getting a little squirrely there, and I don't know if everybody else is feeling that, but that's what I was kind of feeling. You know, the track's been changing and whatever else, so hopefully the boys adjusted to keep the car a little bit snug, and so that way they can fly around this track.
All righty, well, we've got time for a quick driver interview. Now, I want to talk to one of your biggest competitors out here tonight, and that would be Tebow. How you doing, Tebow?
Hey, Scott, how are you?
I'm good, but your competition is no longer your competition.
This is a pretty good race. We got Dalton up here. He's very fast. I got some competition up here. Reminds me I'm running with Ryan Kuhn up here.
All righty, now real quick, talk to me about the caramel, because I seen caramel M&Ms, and then I saw Abe Bowden in the Skittles, and I'm like, I don't know about that. Talk to me about the paint scheme.
This is M&M's Caramel, one of Kyle Busch's paint schemes in the Cup Series from Joe Gibbs Racing, and my brother got this at Food Lion just a couple weeks ago, and I'm going to try that after this race.
Food Lion. Now that's North Carolina. I used to shop when I lived in North Carolina at a Food Lion, but where I live, we have no Food Lions.
Yeah, we got a Food Lion. Sometimes we go to Walmart, so pretty cool shop in there. Pretty fun.
Hey, so 16 to go. What do you do now?
It is go time. It's time to go race. All
right, good luck to you, Travis.
Thanks, Scott. It's been a fun night. Thanks.
All righty, so Blake, appreciate you keeping me company up here. Now, Dalton Collins has been up here for 53 laps in the Rusty's bumper ointment. He don't even need the bumper ointment because nobody can catch him. But we're at 16 to go. Things are going to heat up. What has got to be the mentality of Dalton right now with 16 to go?
Oh, he's going to have to be on his toes here and try to get away from the whole field and hopefully get a good jump here on the restart and just drive away with it if he wants to come out with this W with no pressure in his rear view.
All right, now I assume you're still watching the race.
Yes, sir. I'm watching right now.
All righty.
I don't know how much of a delay I have compared to you.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. So we've got Becky Whitmer out there rooting on the number 95. We've got Gary Whitmer rooting on the number 74. We have got Brandon rooting on the number 18. Whom do you think is going to bring it home tonight?
I'm going to go on a limb, but I'm going to say Paul. Paul gets it done somehow, some way. He's going to get it done.
Paul Pelliser in the number 31.
Yes, sir. 31. That's who I'm taking.
All righty. As we work our way onto this next restart, you're a newer member here with KMA, but we don't know a lot about you. So go on and take a minute or two and tell us all about Blake.
I live in the state of Iowa. I've been iRacing since 2015. I'm fairly still a little new at it, but one day hopefully to make that top pro series. So I don't mind the open set atmosphere and whatnot, and I race for fun and enjoy racing with everybody and all that stuff. I got a daughter and a son on the way, and
nice.
That's about all that's to me. I'm kind of a boring guy.
So how old are you, sir?
24.
24, and you got a son. And I think I hear one of them in the background.
Yeah, she's probably watching her TV or something.
You need to put her on your lap and make her into a fan.
Sometimes she'll sit next to the chair, but sometimes then she'll hit my gear shifter, and it's not it's not very good.
Side-by-side action with number 95 and the number 18 of Travis Browder. What a fight. And they have already separated out 1.2, 1.3 off of Abe Bowden and Paul Pelliser. How important are tires out here in the final 15 laps?
No, tires are going to boil it down to everything. If you get about six laps and you can run that car like you stole it from, a millionaire.
From grandma?
Yeah. Well, actually, it's probably your older brother that's got the fast sports car. And then after that, you kind of want to start backing it down and Sunday driving it and keep your tires underneath you, or else one little mistake, you lose all your momentum. You might kiss a 5/10.
That'll put Travis Browder out there on that front line in front of Dalton Collins. Abe Bowden still in a very strong position 3. Paul Pelliser, John Bunton in 5th. George Stratton getting it on with Ronald Klein. Now we cannot forget about this rear pack. So now again, you were down there. So let's talk about the Fox and the Rabbit. The Rabbit, he's running for his life. The Fox, He's just running for a meal. So right now, Travis is the proverbial rabbit. Travis, talk to me about if he's going to burn his stuff up running or if Dalton's going to burn his stuff up chasing.
I think Travis is going to burn his stuff trying to run. He's going to push a little hard and try to get himself a nice comfy lead, and, you know, hopefully he doesn't make any mistakes and let Dalton catch up to him.
Now, there's a big term out here, Blake. We call it mirror driving. Now, you're familiar with what mirror driving is.
Oh, yeah. I did that at Indy last week.
All right. Educate our fans that may not know. What is mirror driving?
Well, basically, you keep picking up at your mirror and don't do it in the corners. You do it in the corners just to see where they're running to kind of take away their line. And you'll you'll miss your marks and whatever else. So mainly, these guys need to focus straight ahead.
Caution is out. Going to back that up. Take a look at that on our KMA TV replay one more time. All right, we are looking at the number. We're looking at the number 8 and the 21. Artie, tell us what you're seeing right there. We definitely have contact between the number 8 and the number 21. Thinking maybe the 8 drifted up just a little bit.
I was watching an entirely different one. There was
2 of them.
I don't know. There was 2 of them. It involved our leaders with Travis and Dalton there. I don't know what happened between 8 and 21. I missed it.
All right, well, I'm going to bounce up here to the number 18. And I've got it up there focused on the number 18. And I'm not seeing much happening with the number 18. So, yeah, I don't know. But I tell you what, 7 cautions tonight. Been a little bit of a rough run out here at Charlotte.
Oh, you know why? I'm like a lap ahead of you. That's what I'm.
Well, that'll make sense. That'll make sense.
So, spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert! Alrighty, all right. Well, I tell you what, we're looking at 95 of 100. I do want to drop back and talk to a driver that we haven't yet talked to. So I'm going to drag Lee Ryerson down. Now, Lee Ryerson looking very sharp out here tonight. But Lee Ryerson, he's got a good cause underneath his belt. Talk to me, Lee.
What's going on, buddy? How you doing?
I'm good. Now, you're not driving your anti-bullying tonight.
Hold on. What was that, bud? I can't...
You're driving the National Guard tonight.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, but I did want to talk to you about the anti-bullying scheme that you normally drive.
Yep. You know, it's for Mallory, which is, you know, bullying is a bad thing, man. People do it, kids do it, you know, and it's rough these days because you got a lot of publicity and all that, and Facebook. So, you know, it's a shame, you know, when people do it. But, you know, you should try not to bully anybody and, you know, give everybody the same respect that you would like.
All right, and now you have a very special title to defend. Coming up on Sunday, we got the pad race. Now, that'll be the pad race for August. Well, guess who won July's pad race?
Yes, sir, I do.
That would be Lee. All righty, so talk to us real quick about pad, because obviously you did your research enough to win the race. Talk to us about pad.
Yeah, PAD's a good cause. I mean, you know, it's a shame when you got people that text and drive and everything else, and distracted driving is the worst thing. So, you know, when you get behind the wheel, you should just turn your phone off or put it in the glove compartment and, you know, focus on the road and what's in front of you and do what you got to do.
All righty, good information. Now, we're going to have like one lap shootout. Is that correct?
I believe so, sir.
So what do you do now? You're in 14th position.
I'm just going to hang back here. I had a pretty good setup in the beginning, and I played with it a little bit during the race, and, you know, it kind of went the wrong way. So I'm just going to try to finish it out where I'm at and, you know, get ready for the pad race on Sunday.
All right, good luck to you, Lee.
Thank you, sir. Have a good time.
Alrighty, Blake, are you on live mode with us?
I'm in live mode and probably got a laptop. I'm doubled up right now, so I'm gonna try to just watch what you are broadcasting out there instead of looking at what I'm watching.
No, you should be looking at what you're looking at. You should be looking at iRacing. Ignore my... Welcome to Broadcasting 101, brother. Ignore...
I guess. Well, either I'm
I got lonely. I had to bring you up here. But hey, here we go with this restart. Pace car is in. Abe Bowden side by side with Paul Pellizier. You're picking Paul Pellizier for that win. We've got Becky Whitmer with the number 95. Gary Whitmer with the number 74. Lap 98, 2 to go. Abe Bowden out there in that front line. Can your boy Paul Pellizier pull it off?
Looking pretty strong. He's got a good run here. If he can hold it coming out of 4, you might be able to get him going into 1.
Oh, Abe Bowden, his heart is a beating.
And here we go. 1 lap to go.
1 lap to go indeed. Abe Bowden, his heart's a beating. He has never won a broadcasted KMA live TV event. This could be the night of Abe Bowden. Abe Bowden, Paul Pellizier, John Bunsen out there in 3rd position. Talk to me, Blake.
Oh, it looks like Abe's going to pull it off. He got a little squirrely. I thought he was going to lose it back in, but it looks like Abe's going to take the W tonight.
Alrighty, and is that official on your end?
That's official on my end.
Alrighty, sounds good. Let's get these drivers down here. Thank you for your time, Blake Heather. I appreciate it.
No problems, yet. Anytime.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is Blake Heather. How about it, John Bunsen? Have you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Alrighty, I am hearing those fireworks go off. Well, lordy, lordy. Look who got 3rd place. Talk to me.
Well, just the first pit stop, I completely missed my pit. So I've had to work my way all the way to the front the whole race. And it was tough.
Well, it obviously wasn't too tough, but you got up there on 3rd position. Now, talk to us a little bit about the number 5 Denver mattress, because I tell you what, I'm looking at your right side, and brother, you took a licking, but you kept on ticking.
Just driving my butt off, man. The whole race, Dark Horse Racing. We had a great set, especially for the long run. The longer we went, if we'd had a 15-lap run there at the end, I think I could have won it, but it just needed laps.
Alrighty, and a big shout out there to Dark Horse.
Yeah, the Dark Horse Racing, all my teammates, George Stratton finishing 4th.
Nice. So you got a Dark Horse 3 and 4. I tell you what, Greg McClendon's got to be proud.
Well, I hope he is, man. Maybe he'll give us some at Blaze Pizza and have a little bit of party.
That's good stuff. All right, good job, John Bunsen with Dark Horse.
Appreciate it, man.
All righty, Paul Pellizier. Hey, guess what? We had Blake Heather up there in the booth with us, and he picked you for a win. Day late and $1 short, but still, position 2 with Kicking Asphalt. Talk to me about your night.
It was a lot of fun. Every caution, I about had a heart attack on the restarts, but good car, good setup under me, and I kept it clean all night, and it paid off in the end.
Alrighty, we are taking a spin around your Kicking Asphalt. Loving the support of the KMA TV on the back of the Ford Fusion. Loving the black and the flames. Loving the hood. Oh, you got skulls. We love the skulls here at KMA TV. Tell us all about Kicking Asphalt. You had a couple of your teammates in here tonight.
Yeah, Dave and Scott were in here, and they ran decent races themselves. They said they had a car to pass at the end, but they just ran out of opportunities with the cautions.
Alrighty, well, I tell you what, Paul, you did a great job, but the man of the hour is Abe Bowden. How about it, Abe? Have you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Alrighty, Abe Bowden. Yes, sir, there you are in the Skittlemobile. Now, I do believe, sir, this is your first KMA broadcasted win. Is that correct?
I do believe you are correct. This is my first win.
Well, let me hit that little bitty winner logo. Abe Bowden wins at Charlotte Motor Speedway Oval. Well, damn. How'd you do it, brother?
Well, I stayed out of trouble and had a little bit of luck handed my way.
Now, we talked to you the other night, and I actually referred to you tonight as a proverbial, I'm going to save my tire kind of guy. Now, we know that cautions has a lot to do with it, but how effective was the saving of the tires tonight?
Well, I think it had a lot to do with it actually there at the end, because I was maintaining my position, not losing, not gaining, and if we wouldn't have had caution, I would have had third place. But due to the leader's wrecking, I think my tires held up the best to keep that last 2 laps behind me.
Copy that. All right, have those tires in the Skittlemobile got enough to put on a little bit of smoke for us?
I think I might be able to do that.
All right, we got those cameras on you, and you give us some smoke, and I'm going to close us out.
Big 10-4.
Congratulations, Abe Bowden, winning race 7, week 7 in the Cup Series on the Friday Night Flights. Good job, Abe.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of a heavy night tonight as we watch Abe Bowden go round and round, but Abe Bowden getting his first broadcasted win out here tonight. All righty, and while Abe is having fun on that track, we're going to flash those results. Make sure you check us out tomorrow night for Slamming Saturday. Check us out on Sunday for the Race for Pad, and Monday, Tuesday, and Friday of next week, we're racing back with you at Las Vegas. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. I am Scott Kolovic. This is Friday Night Flights, brought to you by Blaze Pizza, and this is KMA TV, and we are out of here.